I've always had my eyes set on Berklee College of Music. And then when I auditioned and I got in, I was just like overly ecstatic until I saw how much the tuition was. At Holland College, I was thankfully lucky enough to find a school that had the Berklee curriculum. Me and my mom, we went on a road trip together from North Carolina to PEI, which was like a almost 3-day drive. And we both hated driving over the bridge. It was the scariest thing ever. We were just like, this is not what we expected. When we got into the city of Charlottetown, we saw the Confederation Center of the Arts, and me and my mom looked at each other because you know, being a Black American and then coming to Canada and seeing the word Confederation, my mom was just like, so where am I dropping you off at again? And I was just like, ah. I think I got my passion from singing from my grandfather. He had a quartet of singers. He was included in that little quartet, and they would always sing doo-wop style, R&B. And whenever they held practices at my grandmother's house, I was always there, and I just listened in on their practices and stuff, and I think that's what really sparked my love for music.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, sweet Jesus, sweet Jesus, I love you.
I knew he wasn't in the best condition but we were all, the family, we were all hoping that he would get better, obviously. So, yeah, my first day of classes, he passed the night before. I tried to avoid feeling the effects of his passing. I really dug myself into my studies, and I stayed in my room, and I studied, and I did literally, I was kind of in the mind frame where it was I'm gonna do anything that I can to not really think about his passing. And then second semester, I felt I started to think about it a lot, and then I started doing literally nothing at all. I wouldn't go to class. I skipped class a lot. I didn't hand in assignments on time, and I just had a hard time dealing with balance and going through the stages of grief, of losing somebody. I definitely had the hardest time going through that. I've always struggled with self-love, always wanting to be something else, something other than what I am. I struggled growing up. I always struggled with weight and not feeling comfortable in the skin that I am in, and so I think the song, in a way, is kind of like a life raft. It's something that I feel I've thrown to myself, to keep me afloat and not to fall into old ways of thinking or old habits that I have of nitpicking and being my own worst enemy. Well, I had an idea, and when I have an idea, I always bring it to you, because I'm just I'm not the piano player, duh, I'm gonna bring it
That's usually the way it goes, though. Like, you'll start off with, like, the seed, maybe, like, a couple chords, maybe just, like, 2 chords, lyrics form, and then we put it together.
Yeah.
We were all kind of going through something different when you were writing that, all, like, difficult, different things, and you came to the whole group with this just beautiful song about self-love and self-acceptance. When I started putting the chords together, I was adding a lot of like 9s for those like theory nerds out there who might like care about that.
Yeah. It just pulled everything together.
Yeah, when the bass came in too, and when we started with, when the drums were added, like, like it just all came together.
Yeah.
All major chords. And then when it gets to the chorus, we change it up just the slightest bit.
Yeah.
To line up with the word blue. So when the word blue goes,
Blue.
touch of a minor chord.
Yeah.
To bring the mood with blue, because I kind of like feel the color blue as like a minor tonality. It's like a little bit dark, but immediately after, I choose you.
I choose you.
Like I choose myself.
Yeah.
I love you. I do, sky blue.
When my grandfather passed, like that literally broke me because he was my inspiration for coming here. So the fact that he can't hear this song and like what we did, that also really, that hurts me too, but I know he'd be like really proud. During that time, I didn't even know how to handle it. And I didn't know that I needed space, but the fact that you knew that I needed that, you know, like a balance of like concern and like space, that was, that's how I knew you would be my best friend. But yeah.
see you are transcending through the waves. I wouldn't let you go, no, no. I could sense this feeling over waves transcending. I know in my heart I will never ever let you go. Look up, sky blue. I choose you. I love ya. I swear I promise to do but better by you. I do. I love ya. I love you. I do. Sky blue. Whoa, whoa, I love you, I do. Sky blue, sky blue. I do love you. Hey, 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 look up, sky blue. I choose you. I love ya. I swear I promise to do but better